Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I'm Mike Braedley, and here we are on the launch pad with a relatively small rocket. I'm not planning on going very far with it, because I don't have quite enough science to research the next thing I want. I did do some research after the end of the last episode. So yeah, I haven't used any of it in this rocket. But that doesn't matter because we just need a little more science, and so we're going to go someplace else on the planet for that, or perhaps in lower orbit to get some of that. Again, I have plenty of batteries to meet all my electrical needs, twice as many as the last rocket to Minmus. But yeah, we're going to get going here in just a second with our countdown. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch! And I should turn on SAS. So yeah, once I'm close to orbit, I'll bring you back in. So here we are, almost at our apoapsis, and it's kind of hard to tell from here because I did a night launch. But we are headed north. And that's right, we're going to the pole. That's why the size of the rocket didn't matter all that much, because all it needed to do was get us on a suborbital trajectory up to the North Pole, where we can do a little more science. It's going to gain or net us more science points than if we were just to go someplace near the equator. So let's finish our maneuver to get us down somewheres on the North Pole. That should do. And air resistance should bring that back a little. And we should even land someplace somewhat lit. It might not be the brightest, but that's okay. So we're going to time warp till the atmosphere, and I'll see you on the ground. Okay, this looks just too cool not to show you. I haven't been up to the North Pole in a pretty long time, and never on video. It's changed a bit since the last time I was here, and that could just be lighting or something. But yeah, the texture looks different. I'm not sure if that's just mapping or if there's actually some hills and valleys there. We're just hitting the thick part of the atmosphere now, as you can see by the re-entry heat. And going near the poles kind of screws with the nav ball. Okay, let's help this kill some speed. And I actually don't need the batteries anymore because all I'm going to be doing is recovering this vessel. So yeah, from up here, it looks like there are some hills and valleys. Ooh, that was close. But we'll get a better idea once we reach the ground. And actually, might as well... No, I'll do one misscrew up here in the atmosphere. Not too interesting. And then we'll do the other one once we reach the ground. And then we can recover the ship. Oops. So, that wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah, at least we should be able to get out now. And we can take a surface sample. But yeah, we won't be getting any signs from this mystery goo. So, we'll do a crew report, save that, EVA, and of course we'll plant a flag. And I don't know what we'll call this, but we'll call it Near the North Pole. But my ship exploded below me. Sad face. And we'll take a surface sample. And save that. Get back in our ship. And time to recover this guy. So yeah, that didn't go exactly as planned, but got a good deal of science on that mission. About 29 in total, including what we transmitted. So there isn't much that we'll be able to spend that on. Yeah, we can't even afford this. But there's a bunch of other stuff that I want to get. In particular, stuff like this, and stuff like this, I think. Yeah, this is a few cockpits. Could have sworn I had another cockpit that I could get. Oh, it's in here. Yeah, this Mark 1 cockpit. So I need a little more science to get that. So that's basically what we're going to do next. So you might be thinking, hey Mike, why are you in the map screen? Why are you warping at some ridiculous amount? And why do you have Duna set as your target? Well, that's where I'm going for my next batch of science. I'm probably not going to land on Duna. I don't think I have enough fuel to get back into orbit if I did, let alone transfer back to Kerbal. But I will attempt to orbit and maybe even land on Ike. That one's a little up in the air. But we're coming up on our ideal phase angle here. Another 5 degrees, 4 degrees. And just about there. And there we go. That's pretty much close enough right there. And launch will take care of the rest of that. But yeah, I've got this nice big rocket. Still haven't invested in any science, or any more science, so I can't build anything more interesting. But I think this looks pretty good. And it's actually got a lot of fuel for the first stage. Surprisingly amount, actually. I could tell you the exact numbers, but I didn't bother writing them down when I was in the VAB. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy out to Duna. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch! So yeah, we probably don't... Oh! Whoa, that was weird. Wasn't quite paying attention. But as I was saying, we probably don't have enough time in this episode to get all the way out there, but I can at least set up the transfer orbit and do that burn. And then next episode we'll do the rest of that. But in any case, I'll see you in orbit once we have that transfer burn ready to go. Okay, so we had a little bit of a staging mishap here. So yeah, I don't want to waste all this fuel. but I guess it's not a whole lot, so yeah, we'll stage and get this insertion burn over with. And we'll see if that's enough to get us out to Duna. So I'll see you back when we're ready to do our transfer burn. Okay, so I've planned a burn. It's not going to give me a direct intercept, but it's going to be close enough that I think just a few modifications or along the path will get me there. Oh, that's weird. That shouldn't have happened. Anyways, we can see that I've got about 53 seconds worth of fuel, and the burn's going to last 50 seconds. So, awesome! Yeah, it's going to be cutting it close on this stage, which is why I really wanted that other stage that I ditched a little early. Or why I didn't want to ditch that other stage early, even though I kind of had to. But we'll make do, and hopefully this will work. So, here we go. I will see you once we're on an interplanetary trajectory, or transfer, well, when we're on our transfer orbit. And that will basically be the end of this episode. We'll finish up what we have to do, getting our one soul Kerbal out to Duna in the next episode. So guys, I've got a maneuver plan that will get me an intercept, although as you can see it's going to take roughly 300 meters per second of delta V, and I only have 261 left in this stage. I do have the final landing stage, but I was hoping not to dip into that fuel supply. I'm going to need that to get home. I guess landing on Ike is going to be out of the question. But yeah, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mike Braedley. I will see you next time.